So okay, I don't know where we started, but yes. So my parents' trip, you guys have been in Vietnam for
Almost a month.
Almost a month.
A full month.
Yes, and they will be leaving in a couple days. We've already finished traveling Vietnam, so we will have more videos out in different cities. Some cities more than others, and some maybe not have. But I know I saw some comments of you guys asking about like filming their experiences. I did film a lot just with my GoPro because I didn't have people filming the whole time because I'm trying to increase the production quality. So I might be posting some of those on another channel, but I'll let you guys know a bit later. So, okay, everybody is good now. So you guys, my parents are here. You can ask them questions. So they like to talk. We all like to talk, but they like to talk more than me. So they've loved Vietnam so far. Yeah, parents, you guys talk. You guys ask them questions, and then we go.
Do you want us to share just kind of our experience about Vietnam?
Sure, let's talk about gam tam. You guys, so gam tam was the rice dish with the egg and pork that we posted last night.
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys tell us a little bit about gam tam.
It was great.
That was, for me, one of the best meals that I had. I had one last evening that almost compares to that meal as well. So I'm on the fence with two different meals that I've had so far. So, but that one is right up there.
Yeah, I really like the broken rice, as they refer to it. I thought everything about it was great. Yeah, loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I think your friend V was
V-E?
V-E.
V-E?
V-E.
Yeah.
Okay, was telling us that was rice that was served to those that did not have a lot of money.
For gam tam, I don't remember that conversation in particular, but maybe like traditionally
Yeah,
because it's like the fragmented part of the
Exactly.
rice. Yeah.
And but for the most part, I mean, that was a fantastic dish.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like couldn't wait to probably eat another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know I saw a lot of comments. You guys, it's so expensive. It was very expensive, but this place, they have a very large piece of pork, and kind of for the experience for my parents, because that place I think was 160,000 Vietnamese dong. But like if I were to go to my house, it'd maybe be 35,000 Vietnamese dong, but the meat would be a lot less.
Okay.
So this place more of like the experience and kind of
Convenience,
so
too.
for you guys.
Well, I like the atmosphere. I mean, I was just digging these guys just cooking the pork chops on the outside grill. Oh, yeah. The whole experience of the street markets and the vendors is just something you just don't see back in the States.
Yeah, because my parents have never been to Asia. Before me moving to Vietnam, they knew little to nothing about Asia in general. So for you guys, you've learned a lot. Like cuisine-wise, you've been exposed to quite a bit as well. Because a little bit of videos we did back in Southern California, and then trying a lot of things. And I don't have videos for everything they tried, but I will, if you guys ask me, I can try to mention some of the things that they did not try. But I'm looking at some of the comments because some are like, it's laggy, it's not laggy, it's good, it's bad, it's good. Is the audio okay? Okay, because we have people helping me right now, because I am not good with technology. And my parents, I mentioned earlier, I had explained to them what a live stream is, and yeah, so we're good. But what questions do you guys have for my parents? Because I'm paying attention, voice quite low. I hope it's okay. So how do you feel about Vietnamese cuisine? This is from DG.
Go ahead, honey.
It was great. Unless it had veins in the shells and a beak.
The
and it was
baby duck Trung Việt Lộc.
Yeah, and it was looking at me. Other than that, I think we did pretty darn good. I love how resourceful the Vietnamese are. The rice alone, the different dishes, the different noodles, making straws out of it. It's so resourceful. There's no waste.
Yeah.
There's no waste.
But
why is that funny?
The straw thing, but I'm going to add to my mom. In every video, you'll probably hear me mention she can't handle spicy.
Oh, yeah.
So that is probably one thing for Vietnamese food that was hard for her is any chili, like any chili, any pepper, like even if it was cooked maybe 1 meter away, somehow the pepper flavor got into the food.
This is true.
So very sensitive to the spicy, but if we got it no spicy, not an issue.
This is true.
Dad?
Vietnamese cuisine, unlike anything I've ever had. I've only been in 2 restaurants in the States, and I even like the food there. I just don't understand why we had never gone before, but...
You're old. Get stuck
well, you know, I understand a little bit about that, but, you know, you kind of forced us to try new experiences. You know, everything you put in front of us, we gave it a go. We tried it. I mean, even down to the duck eggs. I was like, okay, the red chilies killed whatever it is that I was eating, so that was a good thing. You gave me blood pudding. I tried that. You gave me swallow's nests, cool drink spit, whatever it was, and I tried that. And you tried to pull a fast one on us last night with the eggs in the soup of sorts, and we made you cut it open to make sure it was a hard-boiled egg. But for the most part, the cuisine in Vietnam, I'm going to say you guys go above and beyond. Textures, presentation, the resourcefulness of the foods. Not like the East Coast, not like the States. It was fantastic. I mean, yesterday's dinners were great, you know, and all the others. The street food.
Yeah.
I mean, just to see people ride up on their scooters and, you know, they don't even get off the scooters and they already get a banh mi sandwich. Banh mi. You know, or a coffee to go. I mean, it was just...
That's another thing, the convenience of the food. And the takeaway, it's everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah.
So there's a lot of good questions, you guys, so I'll try to get to them, because I know some of you are asking Vietnamese people, how do they feel? They'll probably answer that a lot with some of these, but this is a good question. So what was the most memorable thing that you will remember about Vietnam? And will you repeat the experience? I know my mom has a couple things.
Yes, I'll start with Nhiet Chang and meeting Dustin's friends when he first moved here.
Yeah.
And just to be able to have that experience. But I definitely had an experience in Sapa where we had a guide, May, and we toured the terraces and we toured her home where I met her children, her little girls especially, and I knew I wanted to do something for them because I am a seamstress, and that's something I'll be doing for the girls. But to build a connection so fast, it was really something how they opened their hearts in their home immediately. There's it was an immediate response. And when we left, we cried. Oh, I mean, almost all of us. Yeah, we cried. This one, most of us cried.
Yeah, so this one, in Sapa, I'll film kind of like a long video of kind of how my parents reacted to everything. So I will show clips of things that would not necessarily fit into the YouTube channel as its own video. But I do have a lot of footage in Sapa with some of the ethnic minorities.
Yes.
In May, the person my mom's talking about, so I would show that. And then some other food dishes, but it would be kind of, not a full video, it would just be a clip or two. But I have a lot of extra footage that we'll try to make a video to show everything that you guys experienced. Dad, most memorable thing?
Can I suggest something for you?
Hold on. Let me
Sorry.
let me put this together. You know, Dustin's been out here almost 8-9 years and didn't realize.
Oh, Dad. Oh, it's okay. He's getting emotional, guys. I don't want to cry too.
Give me a minute.
Okay, I'll answer another question, then you get back to that one, okay?
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
You know, your son moves away, 3,000, 4,000 miles, and he's in a country all by himself. And we met some of the neatest people that were part of his life and supported him. He gave him all of the resources he needed. It's so thankful.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And that, we had the opportunity to thank those people.
Yeah.
God, you know, because we did not know the extent
Yeah.
of some of what you went through and the people that walked this journey with you, and it was wonderful to be able to thank them and their families in person. How about something fun for you, like the given noise?
Yeah, because I lived in Nha Trang for 2 years, because some of you guys already know, I did come to Vietnam as a medical volunteer. So I was volunteering in the hospital, and one of the guys that I lived with, Khan, who I've done some videos in Nha Trang or Cameron, but we went to his house for one video you guys will see a little bit later. But Khan, he helped me out so much, because I lived with him and his younger brother for maybe 6 months. And he was a big part of my early life in Vietnam and kind of learning the ropes and jumping into Vietnamese culture head on, because he didn't speak, at that time he probably knew like 30 words in English, so it was fun to communicate with him. But yeah, okay. Thank you, Dan. But no, I have a lot of good people in my life. Someone was asking, I'm losing the comments already, where have we been? So we started in Ho Chi Minh, and then from Ho Chi Minh we went to Nha Trang. From Nha Trang we went to Da Nang, and then Hoi An. We did skip Hue. I know people, you need to go to Hue, you need to go to Da Lat. Next time, there's a lot. Even like Phu Quoc and Dak Lak, a lot of places. We'll get there, but from Da Nang we went to Hanoi, then Hanoi. Went to Ha Long, and then from Ha Long Bay went to Sapa, and then from Sapa we went to Cat Tinh, to the jungle. And then back to Ho Chi Minh City, where we are right now, and getting ready pretty much to leave. So when they come back, because this has been a very fast trip, and I'm not able to film everything, because to film everything, for me, kind of takes away a little bit of the experiences. So next time, though, I'm trying to encourage them to come back sooner, where we can do a bit more adventure and kind of rugged stuff. Maybe take them fishing or camping, and my dad, maybe my mom, I don't know. I take my mom though. So. But those are the places that we went to. You guys, did you yes, they saw my mat bao, but my mat bao is at my house, not with me right now. Oh, I'm so behind in the comments. Oh man, you guys. I don't need, because I'm like looking at the emotional comments right now. Hold on. Egg coffee. They tried egg coffee
In the States.
in California.
Irvine.
Did you guys have it here?
No, I don't
No.
think we have.
Sorry. Yeah, because we did do a coffee video, and you guys will see, but it's very different. It's like the future of coffee, and very interesting for that. So someone was telling me to move. I think I'm cutting you off from the camera. So egg coffee, they did try it. Jaya, they did. I don't know if I have footage of that though, because we went to a few different restaurants where we tried a bunch of stuff, but for video-wise, a little too difficult to film. But Mom, remember Jaya? Jaya is the sweet soup thing, like a small little cup, and sometimes they have like the beans in it or fruits.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, where were we when we ate
We
that?
tried it very early on. I think it was like the second day I had you try that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then you tried it a little bit throughout, because sometimes I didn't translate everything, so she may not remember.
I don't remember that one too much, no.
But
I
you-
don't.
you
But,
did.
no, but I enjoyed it for sure.
Yeah, because you have a sweet tooth. So
Yes.
anything
Oh, yes.
sweet, like the
Yes.
juices and desserts, my mom was, some things a little bit apprehensive. What is this? Does it have veins? Is this a baby duck inside?
I know.
Well, I think, you know, for the most part, for us to remember, I've got photographs and video of
To go
pretty
back.
much everything that we've done while we were out here.
Yeah. You took a lot. Some of you guys asking, will your parents retire in Vietnam? Vietnam visa policy is very difficult to stay long term. I think right now it's only 30 days, so they're only allowed to stay for 30 days. So I have a business here, so I have a business visa, actually a work permit, long-term visa, so it's easier for me. So did you take your parents to Da Lat? No, I know. When they come back, I'll take them to Da Lat and maybe Dak Lak, and I want to take them to like Pleiku of the Highlands, and
Yes.
I mentioned a lot of stuff because I have some friends up there. I don't want to sit too far forward, but I have some friends up there as well, and I want to do a lot of videos with ethnic minorities in Vietnam because my dad finds that quite interesting too.
We both do, yeah.
And we do a lot more traveling if next time, and if you can stay longer, because we can do it a little bit more relaxed. Anyone get sick from food?
No.
No, nobody got sick.
Nobody got
No.
sick.
Yeah, nobody got sick.
We ate and drank everything you put pretty much in front of us. We questioned it.
We always.
Oh, you question everything.
Well, if it's coming from you, of course we're going to question it.
Everything. You know, I want to get them tikan, like mom tom. My dad hasn't tried mom tom yet.
Okay,
like
what is?
No, I'm not going to tell you. You just will find out in the future, and then you're going to be like, what is this? What is this? Someone says your beard is very cool, Dad.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, Ming Tai. I took them to like near Benchea, but it was a short trip because I would love to go further south in like Ming Tai area, the deeper south of Vietnam.
Right.
That is something for sure I would want them because I'm biased. I like that area a lot. Are you guys miserable with the heat?
No.
Yeah, Dad likes it warmer than I do. I've been doing okay. I'm doing better than I thought I would, actually. Yeah.
No, the heat is not a problem.
Yeah, the humidity. I'm trying to think, because in Sapa was cold. Sapa, we went to top of Fazapan and we were dying.
Yeah.
Probably
I
about.
have a lot of footage from that. We were dying.
Well, it was about 45 degrees Fahrenheit at the top of.
And it's the dry season, as you said. So the humidity was not
Sapa
actually
was
what I
nice.
was expecting, Dustin. So we've been doing okay.
Yeah. But Kating, that was, we did some early morning hikes. You guys saw the endangered gibbons. I
Yes.
think gibbon, Gangvo.
Well, we did 3 safaris or 3 hikes. I mean, we did the nighttime safari with the what was it, 7.5 mile walk to Crocodile Lake.
Yeah.
And then we got up at 3:30 in the morning to go,
Hike in the dark.
yeah, with the gibbons.
Yes, so that was very early morning, like 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering.
You know what? Let's talk about the experience you had about the gentleman that was on the boat ramp, Proud Mary.
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh,
No? No? Okay. Oh, somebody's going to say now they want to hear
Yeah.
it. Just let me know.
Nice. Do your parents want to? Do you? You guys want me to marry a Western woman or a Vietnamese woman? I don't think you guys care.
That's your call.
Yeah, they don't care.
Well, that's his call. We can't. We're not making that judgment.
Yeah, take them to Phu Quoc next time. I would like to take my dad spearfishing in Phu Quoc, but I know the rainy season and the water gets murkier in Phu Quoc. I think right around this month. I know rainy season maybe May, a little bit later May, but I know sometimes the water conditions are not as good in Phu Quoc for spearfishing. But fishing, not a problem. But maybe take you fishing. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of places. Culture shock. What are some cultural shock things for you guys? I think maybe quite a few.
Yeah. Go ahead, honey.
Yeah, no. First arriving in Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah. It definitely was overwhelming. Sensory.
Overload.
I mean, things that, the sights, the smells, the noise, everything about it was a lot to take in. It was a little bit, I guess, tiring, kind of a lot of energy that it took. But as we kept going, and then when we returned, it was a whole different atmosphere. I mean, I adjusted to it very well, and I feel very safe and enjoyed it and just got up and go. Yeah. But yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, Dad?
Well, it was the motor scooters.
Yeah.
That was the first time I seen that many motor scooters going in all directions at the same time. And, I did see a clip on trying to cross the street in Vietnam, especially, the major cities, Ho Chi Minh or Hanoi.
Yeah.
And they gave some advice on how to cross the street without becoming a hood ornament. And that was an adventure. I mean, it's like grab Lisa's hand and says, okay, follow me. Then next thing you know, we're looking left, we're looking right, and next thing you know, there's somebody coming in the other direction, and somehow we managed to get across the road without becoming a statistic.
Yeah.
For crossing the street, I think Mom does a better job than you.
Well, I'm a little slower. I mean, you know.
Yeah, Mom does at the overall. I think Mom does a better job. But they were very worried initially because I've been here so long now because I don't really look at the cars just from my peripheral vision. So and they just kind of move around you. It's normal for me. But should teach them how to cook Vietnamese. We're actually going to maybe do a video, but we didn't have time. My mom would try to cook something, but that's maybe next time. So you guys can encourage them to come back sooner rather than later. Hold on. So if you guys, I know I'm missing a lot, so you can, mosquitoes, we didn't really have many issues with mosquitoes.
No mosquitoes.
No.
Because when we were in Kating, because right now it's not the rainy season, my dad and I were going to have a leech contest. So who can get the most leeches? And
no leeches.
Leeches don't bother me at all. You can't get any diseases from them. So we're going to see who can get more leeches on the hike.
Well, you know,
but it's not rainy season. No leeches.
You know, back when we were in the jungle, I mean, the critters that we saw were poisonous tarantulas and fire ants.
Yeah, venomous.
Venomous.
Yeah.
Venomous tarantulas.
Yeah, I showed you guys. I don't know if it's maybe called like a leaf cutter ant.
Yeah.
The big red fire ants that make their home inside the trees, but they cut all the leaves and make almost kind of like a beehive looking thing. Yeah. Because my last house, I had a lot of those, and let's just say it's been a long battle. It's the war is not yet concluded, but the battle is still going on. Someone wants you guys to say Trung Việt Lắm. June?
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 I don't know that. June?
No, that's
Vit. Drop your head. Vit. Long. Yeah. 90%. 90%. Trung Việt Lắm.
Trung Việt Lắm.
Dad?
Really?
It's fine.
You want me to try?
Yeah, what Vietnamese have you guys learned?
Xin chào.
Okay, so, yeah.
Tạm biệt.
Okay.
Come on. Trung Việt Lắm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. I think the mic will pick that up, though. I'm an extremely inappropriate man-child, you guys. With my parents' relationship, I've taught them a lot of bad words, but some unintentional. Like the hotel we're staying at, there's a guy named Bo, and my mom can't do the O tone. I don't know what the actual tone name is in Vietnamese, so she would call him like Vu. So you already learned titties, and then the NG sound they can't make, but like we met a person named Ngaup, but they would say Ngaup, but it's Ngaup, means stupid.
Oh,
but
that's not good.
Yeah,
okay,
so it's someone's name.
So we will practice before next time.
The NG sound, that took me a long time to get, because I never had somebody explain it to me in the correct way. Did they try during? Yeah, rồi. Trời ơi, ăn rồi.
Oh, yeah,
trời ơi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, trời ơi. Yeah. Okay, I gotta keep, I'm blocking the camera, I think, from there. They did try during, we have a video already, the fruit video. Mum Thumb, my mom tried a long time ago in California. My dad has not tried it, but in the future when he comes back, I for sure will have him try it.
Well, isn't that the blood?
No. No, there's many things in Vietnam. After you ate the baby ducks, I kind of like, all right, you guys question everything, so I had to tone it down a little bit. Because some things I can give you guys, and you're going to be like, no.
Right.
I can't do this.
Right.
No.
Not helping.
It's so. Someone from Huntington Beach. So Roger Garcia. So scooter traffic, they mentioned scooter traffic already.
Yeah. It's interesting. There is nonstop scooters everywhere, every direction. There is no such thing as one way, because I walked out from the alleyway where our hotel is, and no sooner did I step on a sidewalk, I almost got clipped by a scooter riding on the sidewalk. And it's like your head has to be on a swivel to be sure that you do not become a statistic.
The other thing about the scooters, the balance that people have and the amount of things they carry on the scooter, and they have to remember that it's now this wide with or this long, carrying stuff to build a house and or their store with them, the groceries with them. Everything goes on the scooter.
Yeah.
For children, dogs, you name it. Yeah, everything goes on the scooter.
And if you live here, stay here long term, you'll
be doing the same thing.
You'll be surprised. Oh, even for me sometimes I
Yeah,
gotta carry a
doing
bunch
the
of
same
stuff.
thing.
I know there's another video that's coming out about, or showing me ride the scooter for the first time.
Yes. What is today? Today is Saturday morning in Vietnam, and tomorrow Vietnam time, tomorrow afternoon, it's the first video in Nha Trang, and my dad does drive the scooter.
Yes.
Well, so I'm driving the scooter on let's say a country road where there is very little traffic. Not a problem. Then we get into the seaside community, and Mom's on the back of it. And I go make a right-hand turn, and no sooner than I make this right-hand turn, there's another scooter coming in the same direction I'm at. I'm going, okay, it's an experience.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I've got this thing wired yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it's in any city, they're a little uncomfortable. Because my dad used to race motorcycles too.
Yeah, when I was like 18.
Yeah, because he races cars now, but when he was young, he used to race motorcycles, and he was a car mechanic, a motorcycle mechanic for 20 years?
25 years.
25 years. So oftentimes we're on the street and he's pulling out his phone trying to take photos of maybe this old vintage scooter or this old type of motorcycle somebody is driving, because he likes that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So he likes it. But driving it here you said you're not used to not using your feet.
Well, the scooter's got that shield that's in the front where your feet just slide in there and your legs are protected and your feet are protected and so forth. Whereas the motorcycle, I'm putting my feet up on pegs and away I go.
Yeah.
But I'm also used to shifting the brakes and what have you. But
You would get used to it.
Yeah.
But I am impressed. Everybody has motorcycle skills or motor scooter skills. Unbelievable.
I've seen this comment twice. The banana trees. So how?
Oh, at the house.
Yeah. So how's the banana tree at your house?
We've had 2 new leaves since it's been planted. I believe it's just 2. Yeah, 2
It's been
new.
cold.
And,
Yeah.
it's been abnormally cold in California. Yes, absolutely. And we have a dear friend taking care of that for us now. So it'll be actually interesting when we get back to see what's happened last month. But I mean, we've had some near freezing weather that we don't get. I don't know. Yeah, that we haven't gotten.
Oh yeah, and the winds. The winds.
And the winds too. But we will keep you posted on the banana tree.
Yes, because I asked them to make a video before they left, but
Oh, did we?
you sent me, but it was
It
vertical.
didn't work.
I need
Okay.
horizontal, but it's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, you can mention. I mean, we get winds that come through the neighborhood sometimes as much as 80 miles an hour,
Yeah, hopefully
nonstop, and it put some damage on the leaves that were there on the
I
banana
think we
tree.
had to cut off a couple leaves, but we definitely got new growth, so it's getting established.
So did they experience the floating market? No, we didn't have that much time in the south. Next time, I promise you, we'll go.
Well, we saw it. But we didn't. We saw it in
No.
No.
That's
Not
a
the
little
same
bit
thing?
further south.
Okay.
In a different area, because it's a big river and everybody sells food on the river. Like we would go and we'd buy noodles
On
a
the
boat in the river from a
Instead of a
seller
motorbike.
on a boat.
It's like the markets that we had walked through in Ho Chi Minh, not Ho Chi Minh, in Hanoi, and in Nha Trang.
Netching.
No, nothing.
Like nothing. This is on the water then.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is entirely different.
Okay.
How about in Halong Bay? Those boats pulling up.
Yeah,
But it's
because
still not the same thing.
when you're in Halong Bay, thankfully, my Vietnamese is not perfect, but for some stuff it's okay. But I was talking with one of the older men that's a fisherman on the boat, and my dad found that very interesting. That's probably the highlight of your trip right there.
Well, for Halong Bay, we ended up with a lot of fog and overcast that came in, so it kind of put, let's just say, a damper on some of the photography that we were trying to do and capture the hills and the watercolors and so forth. But we were out there on a kayak and cruising around, and we stumbled across you and talking to a local villager that sleeps and lives on the boat, and he's a fisherman.
Yeah.
And very interesting, his story. He's, what, 45 years old, or he's lived on the water for 45 years?
Yeah.
Something of that nature.
Yeah, he was 60-something.
Yeah.
No, because he has a little fish that he was frying up, so my dad, he got a kick out of that. So food cost. So what do you think of the food cost in Vietnam?
I'm going to say I relied on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard. It seems extremely reasonable from what we would, absolutely from what we would normally pay in the United States.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little hard to know.
But I could see from the street vendors and the markets and the restaurants, prices, I mean, they vary all over the place. I mean, from very reasonable to questionable in prices, being on the high side. And I see that if people are areas of, live in the area and know exactly where to go to get the best deals.
Yeah, because some of the videos I did do, some food was maybe too expensive, but also the experience. Like the gam tam video I just posted, that very expensive gam tam. But some stuff was more local price. Because if it's food that I eat on a regular basis, I know what the price is. But if it's not, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, juicy. Did you guys eat the small fat banana?
Well, we bought bananas.
I've had you try them before, but
I'm going to say...
Are they the ones with the seeds in them? A little
it's kind of
seeds?
similar to the one I planted in the backyard in California.
I'm going to say I have.
I think we have.
Okay. I know you guys did in California, but Vietnam, I don't remember. Vietnamese pizza, I think you're referring to like a bánh tráng nướng.
We saw it at the market.
In Hoi An, they had a lot. I pointed it out. I don't think they tried it, though. I know, you guys, there's a lot of food. Vietnam has so much to offer, but they got to try some good stuff. The next video, a lot of seafood.
Dustin was forever, you got to try this, you got to try this. I mean, there was so much room that we could, as far as putting food into your stomach, I mean, it's like, and Dustin was always on a mission, breakfast, lunch, he needed a meal before dinner, and it's like, Dustin, I can't eat anymore.
Yeah, because I forgot what I was going to say. Because someone was asking, I totally forgot. Anyhow, so favorite food. You guys will see in the videos their favorite food, but Mom, what were some foods that you enjoyed?
You want me to tell what my favorite one was?
I'm debating if we should tell them now or you guys find out in the video. Maybe you guys find out in the video.
Okay.
We're not going to answer that one.
But I like the one that you posted last night a lot.
Yeah.
And I really like the pho.
Pho.
Pho. And, oh my gosh, the dragon fruit. I like the dragon fruit. I liked coffee a lot.
I know.
I loved all the rice. All the rice. And even when we were up in Sapa, we had a rice that was grown on the fields. And it was seemed to me almost like a broken rice also.
Yeah, I think the way they cooked it, maybe a bit more water than usual.
Okay.
So it
seemed just kind of grainy to me, which I love. So yeah, that was...
Yeah, when it comes to coffee, my mom drinks a lot of coffee. So on average, like 2 to 4 different coffee servings per day.
3 usually.
Okay, 3. And I know people are always saying coffee in Vietnam is very strong. It is strong, but the problem with my mom and even myself, it's the quantity. We need a lot more. So if I order coffee, and what I have to do for my mom is when I go to the cellar, I have to ask for additional cups. So maybe 3 cups of coffee, and then I have to put it into 1, and then I give it to my mom because it's not enough. It's strong, but the quantity, she needs a lot. And the same thing for me. Because in Cat Tinh, we were ordering coffee, and this happens all the time. Not at the hotel. The hotel coffee is terrible. That doesn't represent Vietnamese coffee. That's different. But we had to wake up at, I don't know, 3:34, so we bought coffee that afternoon. But we had to ask the seller, and it's like, okay, like, Them Cafe, New Hun, like, no. And the seller's at the point, it's like, you're gonna get sick. Like, you can't drink this much. Like, it's too much, and you're gonna like die. And she's just expressing to us like, you just can't drink this. And it's like, no, It's not a problem. So I think we finished off actually we had 2 sellers, because one seller, they finished all the coffee that they had, because
we took it all.
We took it all. We took so much, and it didn't do the job in the morning.
No, no.
Yeah, some of the coffees that we had here in Vietnam are just as strong as I've ever had. Stronger than Mom's coffee.
Yeah, because Mom drinks like intense coffee. Yours is more normal in that sense. But some people ask about Supsik.
Yes, Supsik.
Yeah, so I have footage of Supsik. I will probably post at the very end of kind of my parents' series here. But my mom did see Supsik. She met Supsik. She came over to my house. Love Supsik. Right now, Supsik is staying with somebody, because I will be picking Supsik up tomorrow. But yes.
I can't wait to see Supsik. Yes.
And Supsik has got Liberty of London.
Oh, she's got a little neckerchief that I made her, but she's at the babysitter's right now, so we have to go see Supsik one more time. Yes.
So someone asked, what dishes did you guys try? They tried a lot. Let me think for the videos. So we've already have for the videos Cam Tam. What was the first video? Trung Việt Long. And then in Hoi An, you guys tried the famous banh mi there, the sandwich.
Yeah.
You tried Gam Ga, the chicken rice.
Yeah.
And you tried, I forgot, it's another famous dish in Hoi An. We have a video there. And then in Hanoi, they tried Bún Chả. These are videos. And then I'm forgetting, Nha Trang. Oh yeah, Nha Trang. Nam Nướng. I think we also had Bún Tét Nướng. We had Dai Kun. I think that'll be like part of a video, the spring rolls. A lot of seafood.
I was going to say a lot of seafood.
Someone asked Thịt Kho Chung. They had, I think, Thịt Kho, but there was no chung. It was a family dinner that we had, so they had like a local Vietnamese family dinner. And a lot of restaurant food, so many types of gỏi, but I don't have videos for that. Different like fried rice dishes, different this, different that, more of like kind of a Vietnamese restaurant setting. Because again, I'm trying to increase the quality of production, so the cameraman can't come with me everywhere. There's 2 videos that I filmed, so bear with me. I try to film a lot, so there's a lot of footage to work with. But they did try a lot, but there's still many things they need to try. Yeah, Thịt Kho Chung. Oh, I'm so behind. Crab soup. Like Bún Cua, they had, oh yeah, Bún Bò Huế and Mi Quảng. They had like crab cake in some of the soups that they had, but no like
crab soup.
Yeah, soup cua. No, alone.
I mean, we've had. Is it
rat meat? No.
Is it what I had yesterday was fried crab? Is it like a crab?
That's a
paste?
crab cake.
Crab cake.
Yeah.
And you had shrimp cake.
Shrimp cake.
That's all I can remember.
Yeah, thanks, Gong Heo. Ma Tao. A little donation. Yeah, thank you.
We know Mac Tao.
Yeah, Ma Tao.
Mac Tao.
Ma Tao.
Mac Tao. Okay, machete.
But it's funny, everywhere we went, when we would see a seller selling a machete, because I know Mac Tao is different. I know the difference. But my mom's like, oh, how do you say it?
Mac Tao?
Yeah, every time. Oh, what?
I don't know, probably like Mac Cow or something.
Mac Tao. Oh, Dustin, Mac Tao. And occasionally the seller would understand what she's saying. They're just like,
no, they didn't.
No Mac Tao.
Yeah. Thought I was doing good. They didn't clearly understand me.
I forgot bun seo. Yes, they did try bun seo. Bún Bò Huế. Yes, they tried. Supsik is with somebody right now, but I will be getting Supsik tomorrow.
We missed Supsik.
Chow. I think they tried, but maybe no video for the chow. So LHT Nguyen from Texas, small donation. Thank you. He says, from Texas, hi there, love your parents.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, the coconut worms.
No, we haven't done the coconut worms.
What if I were to say, like, I got the worms and I blended them, and then I mixed them in a dish, like a meatloaf?
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
I would try it, but I'm not gonna look at the face.
You gotta just grab it and take the head in.
Well, that's as far as I mean. You know what? I would try it.
Yeah. We'll see about that.
But probably not this trip.
No.
Maybe I would bring it and then I would eat it, but I would eat it in the most disgusting, horrid
We
ways
saw
nobody
those
does.
videos.
I know. You would traumatize
Oh, but in
us.
person, they're
Well, yeah,
big in person and they're
yeah.
fat. They did try Jaya. I mentioned that earlier. Lao Mum, don't remember because they had Nuc Mum obviously in Vietnam. Mum Rook or Rook. I don't remember the tone. Mom tried that. Thịt gan chua Ang, not yet. Oh, so many people are mentioning dishes where I'm like, crap, I should have had you guys try this. Mom Thơm, yeah, bún đậu mom thơm, chua, not yet. Milk coffee a lot. So are your parents happy with your decision becoming a YouTuber in Vietnam? That's a good, interesting question. So you guys happy with my decision becoming a YouTuber in Vietnam?
You know, I don't think I've ever thought of it that way. I think of the transition and just how you got to be a YouTuber was never anything you had planned to do.
This kind of started as like a hobby.
Yeah, it was just the sequence of events that got you here. Leaving as a medical volunteer when you told me you'd be back in 6 weeks.
No, I left America knowing that I
knew
wasn't
you weren't,
planning coming
yeah,
back.
I knew you weren't coming back. And just again, the transition of the things, but to see you happy, enjoying what you're doing, making a living, of course, as parents, we want you to have a plan B, you know, a plan C, a backup, but it seems to be working well.
Yeah, we'll see.
Your choice. You're happy. You're successful. You know, I don't know if we could ask for anything more.
Okay, so as long as I'm happy.
And healthy.
Yeah, mostly. My sleep has been a little bit screwed
Well,
up.
yeah, but you know, school sometimes takes you places where you didn't expect to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see in the future, because you guys have a better understanding. You know, like when I went back to California, I tried to do videos with my grandma. My grandma is a very interesting woman, and you guys would probably enjoy her being on camera quite a bit because she's very blunt and straightforward with everything, but she doesn't really see, she's old, she's like 80, how old is she, 85, 87, 86? I forget how old
Somewhere
she is.
in there.
But she doesn't see YouTube as kind of a career, so when I talk to her, it's kind of like, nanny, it's, you know, grandparents, the grandparents. Dad, what do you think of the red plastic chairs?
Hey, they're easy to get into, a little difficult standing up with my knees.
Okay.
That's the culture out here, so learn to accept it real quick. I got no problem with them.
Yeah, and nobody broke any, too.
No.
No, we were good.
Yeah, I usually will break a lot of chairs in a bridge once in Vietnam, but nobody broke any on this trip.
But you know what? You know, I've seen pictures and videos of again, you know, the street vendors and people sitting outside and drinking coffee, eating whatever it is that they're eating, and they're all happy sitting on the little plastic chairs. And I'm going, okay, well, this is it, you know.
Can I say something about the little red chairs?
1 second. KH, thank you. I appreciate it. Cheers to Dustin's cool mom and pops. So appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure, you can talk.
I have got very long legs. And so when I got down to the little red chairs, the table was very far from me. It was as close as I can get.
Yeah.
Also, getting out of the car, sometimes I couldn't get into the car until we
Yeah,
moved the
yeah.
seat back. So that, yeah. But once I got down and just learning to eat a little farther from the table.
Legs spread.
Exactly. I just had to figure it out, and we did.
Yeah, because in centimeters, my mom is around 180 centimeters. So like I think you're like 5'10" now. Mm-hmm. She was a bit taller before, but it shrank quite a bit. But yeah, she's tall. My dad's the short one in the family.
Yes.
So my dad's shorter than my mom, but I get the height from her.
Yeah. And long legs.
Yes. Has squat in the restroom. Oh, did you guys ever have to squat in the restroom?
No, but you told us we might have to.
Good question. Good
Anyway, in a restaurant?
Yeah, like.
Well, I know what. Yeah.
Over a hole, right?
Yeah, no.
We never did see that.
No.
No.
No. I told them before because they may not know what to do, and then occasionally like there's nowhere to flush the toilet, so you got to pour water in there.
Yeah. You hadn't. I had
Okay.
no
you know
experience
what?
with
Again, efficiency. The amount of paper we waste, and
that. Oh, the paper. You
in
mean?
America that
Oh,
we waste compared
yeah.
again. I mean, obviously it works. What they're doing works. We all should learn from
And the
that.
bum gun. Did you guys like the bum gun?
I never tried it.
You still use toilet paper?
Should I use
Oh
the
my mom!
bum
That
gun?
is the. You didn't use that.
Should I do it at your house?
If you have to go to the bathroom in my house, you can use it in my house. I don't have
Okay.
toilet paper.
I know. So
This
that's,
is a heck of a subject to be talking about.
that's like the only
Did you
choice.
try it?
No.
You.
We're
I'm
missing out.
sorry.
I'm gonna go
You
to
know,
your hotel room tonight and take all the toilet paper. And the girl working downstairs, her name Tan. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell Tan, do not give my parents any toilet paper. They gotta experience. You guys did not try that one time.
No.
Oh my gosh.
So we're missing out. The bum gun.
I don't know what you call it, but
Yeah, I know what I know
You
what
said
it
you
is.
tried
I know
it.
what it does. You know, it's like.
All right. All right.
But LH Ting Wing, will they go to North Vietnam next? We did go to North Vietnam already.
Yeah, we were in Hanoi.
Because the trip,
Sapa.
the trip already pretty much finished. They'll leave in a couple days, but they went. Yeah, we were in Hanoi, but Hanoi was always a transition. So Halong Bay and Sapa. But if we come back to the north, I wanted to take my dad, maybe my mom, to Ha Giang, and I would love to do a lot of videos in Ha Giang and spend quite a bit of time up there. So yes. And thank you for the donation. And Heng Le, thank you as well. Greetings from. I can't pronounce this. My English. Wichita.
Oh, Wichita, Kansas.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wichita, Kansas. So thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bitter melon soup.
I liked it.
Yeah, you did. You did.
No, I tried the bitter melon that was stuffed with mushrooms and beef or whatever. The way that they prepared it, much better than the way you prepared yours.
See, I was just going to say I liked how you did yours with the eggs. Maybe just in smaller pieces.
Oh, I didn't
Oh, I
like
cooked
it.
it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mom liked that. You didn't.
Right.
No, I didn't like the way you cooked it, but the way that the restaurant cooked theirs, I like. And the soup, you saw me in the video.
Yeah,
I
you liked the
finished
soup.
it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked how your bitter melon at the house.
No.
I don't know. My cooking is. Your favorite place so far in Vietnam?
Oh.
I'll say top 3 favorite cities.
Oh.
Because I know I've already asked them this, but they're.
Each area had its own uniqueness, its own. Oh, wow.
For me,
Bump down.
again, it was the people, the relationships. So I will say Nha Trang, I'm going to say Sapa, and I'm going to now say Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay.
I want
Your
to add to Mom's the people that we met here in Vietnam. The hospitality is nothing like I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
I mean, their homes, they're open up to foreigners, travelers.
Strangers.
I've never ever experienced that. I mean, here we are. We definitely stand out in the crowd, and just something that somebody coming to Vietnam has got to experience.
Yeah. Because, again, I mentioned early on, the first time my parents. On the car. Okay. I mentioned early on the first time my parents ever been to Asia, and then even like a developing country. So for you guys, it's very new. Like Asian culture in general, there's so much, and then Vietnam specifically, there's a lot to offer. So you guys got to experience a whole new, like a new universe.
Well,
Like,
a whole new world of life out
yeah.
there.
So yeah, favorite place, yeah, you mentioned, but favorite place, you guys have picked the places mostly where I have friends there already, and I know a lot about the area. Like, we'll say from maybe Tuy Hoa or Vinh Nhung south, I know a lot in that area, because before I had YouTube, I used to camp and fish a lot of that area in south of Vietnam, even the highlands. So in the future, if we go back, we'll do more stuff there. Yeah, Benji Mac. Yeah, Benji Mac. Speaking of which, Benji, if you can hear me right now, there's the super match in Vietnam, I think April 18th for the number 1 or top 3 guys, so it's going to be for the number 1 position for strongest right arm in Vietnam for the arm wrestling. So that will be in Nha Trang. I might be going, so I'm excited about that. How do your parents feel? Prices, we mentioned prices. They said very reasonable. I've missed so many.
We got time.
Yeah, I know. I'm not worried about it. Was my mom a teacher at Lincoln Education Center? No. No. What do you think about Vietnamese culture so far? Kind of answered that already, but...
Yeah, I'm going to say... I'm looking for the word. I was very impressed. Again, as I mentioned, I've not experienced this before.
Yeah.
I can't say we are world travelers. We've been to Italy and to Europe, and it seemed like the culture here in Vietnam is unlike anything else I've
very welcoming.
Yeah.
Welcoming. Sincere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I lost my...
No, that's okay.
My Wi-Fi. I don't see the questions anymore. What? Is the Wi-Fi okay, you guys? Okay, the Wi-Fi on my 3G jet, I think. True chat.
Oh, chai yai. Chai yai.
Yeah, I gotta wait. Give me a second, you guys. I gotta refresh this because I can't see anything. I'm not so good at technology. Oh, what? You guys want to talk about something while I get this? So, trying to remember other questions people asked. I just keep thinking about the bum gum. You guys never use that. I can't get over that. That's ridiculous. You guys never use the bum gum.
You weren't there telling us to use it.
Now you got to use it. You have a day and a half left before you leave. Hold on, you guys. Give me a second. So, parents, I got to get my phone situated because I don't know what the deal is. Talk about something. You guys are good at talking. I'll be back, you guys. I'll be back. Give me 2 minutes.
All right, honey. What do you want to talk about?
I think we kind of know what we want to do when we come back.
Okay, well, you want to go to those
July?
2 islands?
Yeah, we want to go to
is it
Con Dao. I'm probably getting it wrong.
What?
And we want to go to Dalat. We definitely want to go up into the highlands and experience some of the places in southern Vietnam. But then Dustin also talked about Ha Giang. Is that what it is at the very top?
Yeah, up there by Sapa.
Yeah, just up in that different direction.
As far as hiking Sapa,
Yeah.
need to probably put in some additional hill climbing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We need to do some training before that one again. Hey, we did it, though. Nobody was sore the next day.
Yeah, we did good. We were supposed to go on just a little bit of a walk down to the river.
Yeah, down the river.
And go to May's house.
And it turned out to be a 7.5
7.5-mile walk.
Would you say that on a 60 degree?
Oh, yeah, the slopes are like 60 degrees in some locations. And the villages that we had walked through, doesn't look like there's much that has changed over time other than the fact that they are now have electricity and some plumbing. And I got to a point where we went through the bamboo forest that's out there in Sapa. And
I tried to touch a water buffalo, but they didn't want anything to do with me.
Yeah, the water buffaloes weren't having anything to do with you.
Oh, thank you, Dustin.
And but then it was getting a little bit to the point where we needed to cut it short. So May suggested we take a shortcut straight down the hill.
I know. There was points where I thought I would have been better just sitting on my bum.
Oh, and then as we're going down the shortcuts. As we're going down the shortcuts, I look over to my side and I point over to Mom, these 2 young ladies that are just scaling down the terraces. And I'm going, honey, check out those ladies. I mean, they're scaling down the terraces. I mean, just that quick. And for the most part, I kind of got sidetracked. And Mom was watching them. And the thing is that these ladies cut across the terraces and now had joined our group And what I thought were young ladies were ladies that were our age. I mean, literally scaling down these terraces. And I'm going,
yeah, they're the ones that stayed with us and helped us get across the river, too.
oh, yeah, and then back to the shortcut. It's like, okay, now we got to cross over the river. So, you know, back over the slippery rocks and the boulders and walk through the water. And these ladies just helped us through.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was just to walk about in their daily journey.
I know. It's like running down the mountain in my
you know, at the beginning of that trip, as we're going down the hill to the river, we had the locals join us, and they're wearing their ethnic colors and fabrics and so forth, and they joined us all the way up to May's house and
beyond.
Yeah.
Real quick, sorry guys. A question. How do you feel about the city versus the countryside? Because it's very different. But
oh, yeah.
What are your thoughts, city versus countryside?
I've always leaned to countryside just in general, I think, over a city. So, but it's not like I didn't like one over the other. I think that's just my nature that I seem to like. You know, maybe the little bit slower pace of the countryside over the city. But other than that, and there's really not one that I liked more. I loved experiencing them both.
You know, regarding the city, I'll say I'm not a city person, but actually experiencing both Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, and of course, you know, the other locations that we were at. You know, Mom and I were out cruising the alleyways and the streets and just trying to absorb everything that was going on. It's like, again, something that you just don't realize exists until you've walked the streets, see the people, see what they're doing, how their livelihoods are. I mean, it's interesting to see what's going on, because this is something that's not new. I mean, that's something that's not that we experienced in the States.
No, because even countryside in the United States, you get some remote areas in the U.S.
Oh, yeah.
But like for me, because I'm a bit biased, I do like the countryside more. For work-wise, it's, you know, obviously it's going to be a lot harder for work. City-wise, because you guys got to see the architecture and kind of the design of Hanoi, the north versus the south, which is, it's a nice change. It looks cool. But so Pete SF, thank you so much for the donation. And then, has the parents checked out the Rule House you stayed in? Yes. So I filmed the video the day that they came. You know, speaking of which, I have bad news. My landlord actually this week told me that he needs to use my house for some sort of business, and I need to move out. So it's very last minute, and it's really hard to find another house that I'm staying in right now. So I am looking for a new place to live as we speak. And yeah, I don't know. I don't have much time, and I might be having to move back to the city because there's not enough time to find a place, and I'm a little sad because I like it. But parents, you guys went to my house.
Yes.
Yes.
What did you think about my house? And it was dirty at the time. You understand, I explained why,
I couldn't
but
tell it was dirty.
Okay. Okay.
Well, only because it all looked the same to me.
It was so dirty.
Go ahead, honey.
It didn't surprise me
Yeah.
at all. There was no toilet paper that I noticed right
Because
away.
you got the bum guy.
We haven't
You don't
used
need the toilet paper.
Yeah, apparently I've missed out on something very important here, but we have time. It's you. It's you.
Yeah, you guys are used to it.
Yeah, you know, I'll say you're a minimalist.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need all the creature comforts.
No.
And seeing where and how you live, I go, if that's what you enjoy, that's what makes you happy, then it's fantastic. I mean, I'm not in a position to say you need to change because you're an adult.
Yeah.
You
And
make your
Soup Six-
decisions.
Yeah, I know. Soupsic loves it there. I know, and I got to find a new place now.
Yeah, Soup Six a happy
Yeah,
camper.
it's you know, somebody that is experiencing where you live for the first time, they're going, well, how come you don't have this. I mean, you can have a laundry list of items, but we understand.
Yeah. Because I did ask them if they would be capable of staying there. My mom said if it only had toilet paper. And then my dad said, yeah, possibly. Like, I don't know how you would say that.
Well, I'm not going to say no because that's a definitive answer. You know, if a sleeping bag, I think I would have no problem. I mean, I've slept out in the desert.
Yeah, because I don't have AC. I have one fan, so excuse me, I'd have to buy another fan for you guys. Yeah, during the afternoon, early night, it's hot. It's very hot at my house. If I don't have the fan on, I'm just sweating. But now, probably within the next month, I will have to look for a new house, unfortunately. But yeah, I like the house, but it's okay. Hold on. Siblings, yeah, I have one older brother. He's
38.
38, I forget. You know, everybody asks me in Vietnam because it's like, oh, your parents in Vietnamese, like how old they are, the common questions here. So I remember their age, but I'm really bad with people's ages. I just don't bother to remember.
And he lives on the other half of the world.
Yeah, my brother lives in Amsterdam, Netherlands, in Europe. So someone's asking about the áo dài, the traditional Vietnamese dress you'll see the women wear.
Oh, you wore it?
No, that was the ethnic minorities. The dress with the ladies where it's like it's slit almost to the waist with the pants.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they're beautiful.
Yeah, because earlier we mentioned my mom's a seamstress, so she makes clothes. Most of her time is spent doing that, and she does English smocking.
Mm-hmm. Good job, Dustin.
You mention it all the time.
Okay.
Which is, I'm explaining because you'll talk for the rest of the live stream about English smocking, but it's like a traditional
little girl's
dress, like in English.
It's actually a form of embroidery.
I don't know how to translate that. And,
it works.
But my mom loved seeing the little kids. Because she makes little kid clothes, so it's like when she sees a little girl wearing, like in Sapa, you saw a bunch of little girls, or like just all over when a little girl's wearing a dress, or we're walking past the store where it's like, oh, look at this, look at this. My mom has to go take photos and check the fabric out, make sure it's whatever fabric she's looking for. So my mom loves clothes. Yeah, they were very surprised at the motorcycles. We mentioned that. Oh my gosh. I'm losing some of these because there's some good questions. So lots of people from US saying hello. We need longer videos. The next video should be longer. We do have a few videos that'll be really long. Some will be short, some actually might be short, some might be long. As I mentioned before, at the very end, I'll have a really long video, maybe 40 minutes of footage, because I met them at the airport with a huge sign. So I'm holding a huge sign at the airport waiting for them. I'll use that for that video. I did film their entire interaction at my house. I don't know if I'd post it on this channel, but if I post it on a separate channel, you guys could watch. It'll be like 30 minutes of them just walking around my house, me explaining things. So I do have extra footage of this that I might use on a separate channel if you guys want. But we do have a lot. Some videos will be long, some will be a bit shorter. When will you guys come back? Yeah, when? That's a good question. When will you guys come back?
I don't know.
Well, it can't be this year because we've already got commitments this year.
Okay, so 2024.
Oh, that seems so far away. Unless it's December, but then you talk about the rainy season and the things that we might be limited to, right?
So you just get a little wet.
I'm all fine with that.
To get a little wet in the rainy season.
And then we have mosquitoes and leeches, right?
The leeches only like in jungle, remote areas.
Okay.
Like if I'm in the water in the local countryside, I've never had a leech on me.
Really?
The coastal areas, sand fleas. Sand fleas are, for me, probably the most annoying insect in Vietnam. I hate sand fleas. They're so annoying. Like worse than mosquitoes. But mosquitoes are pretty universal. But leeches, not so much. Ticks.
Yeah, so we don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Yeah, it's going to be well into 2024.
Okay, so.
I mean, that's the best we can do at this moment because, like I said, we've already have some commitments that we've already made, and we're going to be doing a little bit more traveling, but within the States.
Yeah. Because my dad has to visit my grandma, Grammy.
My mother.
Yeah, because She's 90.
90.
She's turning 93.
Yeah, she lives on the East Coast.
Connecticut.
My dad's from Connecticut, Massachusetts area.
Yep.
But yeah, so hopefully within the next year. But I did discuss with you guys, next time they come back, hopefully we can manage something where they could potentially stay longer. Because
maybe the visa rules change by the
yeah, the visas right now in Vietnam are 30 days. I keep sitting in a way, and the camera guys keep telling me, don't do that. They're 30 days, but hopefully in the future they change it where my parents could stay longer, and then we can do a little bit slower. And you guys have fun making videos with me.
Yes.
It was a kick.
Yeah, they like it. It works out.
Oh, so let's talk about Mom and I walking down the street.
Let's talk about Mom and I walking down the street.
We're walking down the street, and we were in
Nha Trang?
Nha Trang, thank you. And we come across this young gentleman, two children.
Little kids with them.
And they recognize us. Here, we're in the middle of Vietnam, and he recognized the two of us from your videos.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he
from
was,
Canada, here visiting Vietnam. That's where he's from.
His two little kids, school age, were here on spring break, and he goes, "I knew you were here. I was hoping to see you." And just randomly, here we met him on the street, and it was really nice to talk to him. But Dustin, I just appreciate what joy you bring to other people.
Oh,
and
yeah.
How much, they like seeing their home and how you present that to them, and it's just a reminder. And here he is, all the way up in Canada, but he was happy to meet us.
You guys like it.
Oh yeah, well that was
fun.
I mean that was
neat.
Kind of like a first impression, but throughout Vietnam, it was I'm sitting back and I'm going to Mom. I'm going, is he getting recognized again as far as his YouTube presence? And sure enough, there's somebody that's got to have your picture with them, and the next thing you know, there's a conversation going on and.
Everybody, all the conversations
It's like the
were
young
great.
ladies here on top of Fanzapan. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you're well known. I mean, you take Vietnam to the positive light. I mean, you are a positive.
I like it here.
individual.
You're honest.
Yeah.
That's what people appreciate.
So my parents, that happened a few times
Several
where
times.
someone's like, oh, Dustin's parents, and
Yeah.
they get a kick out of it. They
Yeah.
love it. They love it. Because my parents are, including myself, we're very talkative.
We're not shy.
Yeah, if you get us on a topic, we can talk. You get my dad talking about gold mining, deep sea fishing, cars. My mom sewing, fabric, making knives. My dad makes weapons too, so they would talk. I like to talk about arm wrestling and different things. I know. I missed a lot of comments. Let me scroll back up. I'm visiting my brother in the Netherlands. I actually do not intend to go to Europe anytime soon. If I were to travel, I'd love to go to Africa. Europe is not appealing to me. If I have the opportunity and it's an easy opportunity to go to Europe, okay, I'll go. But otherwise, honestly, I don't really care about going to Europe that much.
But I think brother would like to come here.
Hopefully. We'll see, but I don't know if my brother would want to do videos, so you may not see videos with my brother if he came. Retiring, you guys, it's really hard to retire in Vietnam. The visa policy for foreigners in Vietnam is you can't really retire here unless you get married or have a business or work for a company. Can you cook some Vietnamese food for your parents? I didn't. I could.
We only got a day and a half.
I know. You guys would be a little bit apprehensive to try the food that I would cook for you, though.
We'd have to watch and see what.
Oh, it's going to be long. It's going to be a long cook.
We would have to see what ingredients you're using.
Yeah. Hold on. Milk tea. You had a lot of tea.
Yeah.
I don't know if my mom tried milk tea. My dad wouldn't care for it. My mom, though, I think would like it. If the tea's not too strong, it's more sweet with less tea, I think you would like it. Biggest culture shock, we kind of answered. Yeah, what was, I guess, if you had to pick one thing in Vietnam that was the biggest culture shock, what would that be?
I'm going to have to go back to the motor scooters, the transportation on the streets.
That was actually first thing
Because, I mean, we
thought
come
of.
from, you know, United States, California, and everything has got rules and regulations and driving codes and everything else that goes along with getting in a motor vehicle. And you come out here and it's like, okay, didn't know you could do that, and see 4 people on a motor scooter and going, okay. And then, like Mom said, using these things for transport of cargo, and then live chickens and plumbing supplies and firewood and 3-wheel scooters and, you know, you name the configurations, it was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they mentioned too, because some of the stuff I remember, because I have to put it in a video later, but my dad mentioned like sensory overload.
Yes.
He said that earlier on the live stream as well, but it just, there's so much to see, there's so much noise, the smell, there's a lot. And then the hearing, so it's like when you come, especially like my first impression, especially, it was the heat. When I got out of the airport, like when I first moved here, that was the first thing I noticed, was just the heat. Like I felt like I walked into a wall of just heat and moisture. But sensory overload, just so
just
many things.
And let me just say that this is not said in a negative way. It's just that this is the culture that's here in Vietnam, and I'm going, okay, this is something that we don't experience, and it's like, okay, but it works. I mean, how everybody is able to manage and negotiate where they're going from one side of the street to the other side of the street, through intersections, dodging cars and trucks and buses. It's like, all right.
Because when we were going up the mountain to Sapa.
Oh!
I was in the front seat.
Yeah.
You're going around blind corners.
Passing?
They pass, and I just closed my eyes.
Yeah, I'm so used to this, so my parents are like,
Yeah, that was, wow. Yeah, the Sapa. Coming down was different.
Yeah, we took a different way down.
And oh my gosh, so beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
But
I love all the
passing on blind curves, passing trucks and buses and motorcycles, and then you're getting the other lane, and then all of a sudden there's opposing traffic coming at you at the same time. Oh, horns are a necessity.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have a horn on your bike, car, truck, bus, whatever, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
yeah, and then someone's asking, so they're asking what's the most disgusting thing like you saw in Vietnam or ate, we'll say. I don't know if disgusting is a word you guys would want to use, but what is something that you really did not enjoy in Vietnam?
I'm going to say,
I already know what you're going to say.
I'm going to say the duck egg. I mean,
Oh, I didn't know that was what you were going to say.
but you saw in the video, I tried it. I mean, I tried what I tried, and I wasn't eating the body parts. I
Yeah.
mean, it just,
Okay, as far as disgusting, not disturbing. Did he say disturbing or
Yeah,
disgusting?
you can use them interchangeably, it's fine for this. I know the duck eggs were hard for you.
well, I've eaten some stuff, but it was, for me, it was just not appealing. I mean, I didn't need to go out on an adventure on that one.
For you, you just keep talking about veins.
Oh, I know.
Veins inside the duck eggs.
Yeah, as far as disturbing, I hope the one thing that kind of actually took my breath away was that small child in Sapa, and they were begging, and when the little boy turned around, he had his baby sister, a baby.
Oh, yeah, he was only, 5 years old?
Oh, but he was, I actually gasped out loud when I saw that.
Because when he turned around, we didn't realize he was carrying his
His-
baby brother, baby
yeah,
sister.
it took pulled on the heartstrings for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was hard.
I'll change the topic to something a little bit more lively. So, yeah, do you like Vietnam? Yeah, my parents,
love Vietnam.
They like it a lot. So, like, I'm trying to think of any bad experiences, but you didn't get sick. We didn't have any issues with like our transportation was good.
Speaking of
we were really like overall, yeah, we didn't have any issues.
Except for the mistakes you made.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but as far as transportation here in Vietnam, Not a problem. I mean,
Yeah.
you mentioned to us early on that it was not going to be an issue because, you know, getting a taxi, doing whatever it is you have to do, it was there.
Yeah, the hotel services, just like you said.
Oh.
I had my doubts coming because I like to have a schedule, and we basically were leaving, having to trust you, which is another story in itself, as you people know already, how Dustin operates. But, oh my goodness, the staff in the hotels. I think I got teary-eyed the first hotel I left. You know,
in Ho Chi Minh City?
Yeah, well, we're
the one we're staying right now.
Yeah, they're so good to us.
Yeah, because if you guys have never been to Vietnam, one big concern of my parents was like booking stuff and traveling around. And the whole time I'm like, it's not a problem. Like Vietnam is very easy to travel around. It just ask the hotel staff. So if you've never been to Vietnam, my parents could probably say the same now.
Yeah.
Like the hotel staff in general, they can help you with pretty much anything you need to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to travel around. So come to Vietnam if you're worried.
They set up all our tours for us.
Yeah.
You know, taxis.
Hold on, I gotta take some
You know, and of course you know, but everything that we wanted to do, the hotels were more than accommodating to take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then some people like dạ xin lỗi mọi người không có sub tiếng Việt, không có phổ tiếng Việt. Xin lỗi, cái livestream lâu quá, bây giờ 1:30 rồi. But yeah, nói tiếng Anh 95%. I'm speaking mostly English. Không có tiếng Việt. Hold on. Give me a second. So parents, Ha Long Bay, they've been to Ha Long Bay. Yep. So people, just a big shout out to you guys. Happy you came here. Fishing next time. I've mentioned my dad a lot in Gong Ye, the mangroves. You know, I've gone there a lot, but I maybe posted one video, but I've camped there, took the slingshot there, caught tons of fish, gangak. Caught a lot of gangak one time, but I have no YouTube video for this. Bringing you guys. I keep leaning in. I'm the camera guys. Okay. Thank you, Yui. So from Australia. Thịt chó. No, I won't take them to eat the chaw. They won't eat the chaw.
Does that word start with a D?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did show them at the market a thịt chó. There was a grilled thịt chó already. So I probably would not do a video on that because
No.
I know it's problematic for viewers, but YouTube too. YouTube's policy is pretty weird. Like I have quite a few videos that are demonetized because of maybe like blood or it's, what's the word that they use? Shocking. They consider it shocking content.
Inappropriate.
It's no shocking.
Okay.
They did try Mi Wang. They did try that. Yes.
What was Mi Wang?
What you ate recently. That
was that the blood?
No.
Was that the?
You'll have to wait. He liked it a lot. So. Da Nang. Yes. We were in Da Nang for a short time because one day in Hoi An, then one day I took my dad up to I forgot the national park in Da Nang, but we saw live monkeys or wild monkeys. Dad's super excited, pulls out the phone, gets to get an Instagram story of the wild monkeys. Rat meat.
No.
Would you guys try rat meat?
No.
It is so good.
No, we hadn't.
No, but would you? What if I had the rat and I grilled it and then like I chopped it up, there's no head, there's no tail, there's no feet. And then I chopped it up in fine pieces and I put it next to chicken so you'd have absolutely no idea.
Soupsick won't eat it, right?
Well,
Soupsick will kill rats, but if she finds baby rats, she'll eat the babies. But she prefers them alive.
You know, right now we've got a day and a half. We've done really well so far. So I don't know how much experimenting we're going to do in a day and a half.
I mean, I've heard everybody say the rats are good.
And the coconut larva.
Not everybody can do that.
Next time. Some of you guys are mentioning the caves in Vietnam.
Oh, I want to do the caves.
Yeah, my mom has been talking about that well before they came to Vietnam. The logistics of the trip, because we did have to cut some stuff out, because I did want them to stay in Nhiecheng a little bit longer because I did live there and I have a lot of friends there, and they can kind of experience a bit more local life and enjoy some things that are not so touristy. So we did have to cut some of that out, but
no, really wanted to do the caves. But
yeah, and Zhang, no, Mingdai area, yeah, we need to do more in those areas. I know. Next time, Mom. Okay. Next time. Red cricket scorpions. You guys keep asking about a lot of the same questions of the coconut larva. No, not yet. No, not yet.
So is that pretty popular?
No, it's good YouTube content.
Okay.
So I think most people, I think the majority of people in Vietnam, they would. Yuri, would you eat the coconut larva? No. No. Ken. Yan, would you eat the coconut larva? Dung Yua. No, okay. So the guys here, they said they won't eat it. So.
Okay, well that's a good sign.
Yeah.
We can go with that.
That's why it's positive reinforcement. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people are saying you should come during that holiday or Lunar New Year.
Well, thank you for asking about that.
Well, that's February, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. That's maybe pushing it. We try. Someone says, Justin, he says he loves you guys so much. Make sure to tell your parents that. I told him for you. A lot, so I would love to come back same time with them. Numloom, yes, my parents met Numloom. She will be in yes, maybe a video. What's the next video title? This will be Nhiecheng. So she'll have yeah, so Nhiecheng one, it will be, I'm losing my train of thought. This one is the seafood one. And my mom met a very lovely woman. She got a Vietnamese friend, so hopefully we'll have that in the video.
Yes.
That's Luan?
Luan.
No, so for you guys, because I know many of you ask about Numloom, she has a full-time job now. So she's been busy working. So before Numloom was helping me a lot with YouTube doing the subtitles, but maybe the last, I don't know, it's been a long time, 6 months to a year, she's working full-time. So you won't see many videos with her because of just, she's working. She doesn't do pretty much anything with YouTube anymore because a lot of you guys have been asking like increasing the quality of production. You know, I've been doing YouTube for around like 4 years already. Wow. And I'm at a point, I need help. Like I had somebody else working with me, they had to stop, then I wasn't posting because I'm trying to find help. Things are really slow, but at this point I'm like, I need help. If I don't get the help, I may not even want to continue doing YouTube. So right now I'm like, I'm just like balls deep. I'm just, all right, I'm getting a lot of help right now. So there's a lot of people helping me with YouTube. And our long-term goal is to really increase the quality and production. I know a lot of trial and error. Some people will be like, we need more this, more this. Give us a little bit of time. Especially the content with my parents. We make it a little bit easier so they don't have to move so much, and we try to simplify it for you. But when it's just me, because you guys like my parents more than me, which I totally understandable.
Oh yeah, we understand that.
So I have to up my game. I got to do a lot more for YouTube. So hopefully I'll be traveling a lot more, doing more adventures.
So how many more videos do you have of this series that you estimate?
So I don't know exactly, but you guys will see probably a total of, we'll see maybe around 15 videos with my parents.
That's 15 total.
15 total. It could be as low as maybe 12. It could be maybe a little bit more than 15. But we'll say around 15 videos total with my parents. And then some other content I'll post on my second YouTube channel. So yeah, you'll see a lot. But the slower stuff and just kind of like talking with the parents, that's what I would post on another channel. Soccer season.
We saw that at the Crocodile Lake.
Yeah, we watched soccer with the Rangers out there.
Thing, yeah. So where are you guys now? We're in Ho Chi Minh City at the moment. Is your family? You guys, I think, are quite comfortable in Vietnam.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Except for sometimes the small cars.
As far as comfort, yeah.
It's still a language barrier for us, but we've got milk coffee down pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Because one issue that we have, I think some of you guys already know, I sleep very early, especially this trip. My sleep has been kind of screwed up, so I'm going to bed between 7 and 8 every night. What time are you guys going to bed?
Same thing.
You guys maybe 8, 9?
Yeah.
So since we're all going to bed so early, there's no coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
And a lot of hotels make really weak coffee. And then sometimes with the sellers, like, because I have to help them a lot with many things. So, like, if we're getting coffee, it's like, okay, I got to write down Vietnamese where it's like extra, 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 extra coffee. But the coffee's been a struggle waking up in the morning because that's our first thing. It's like, got to buy instant coffee or buy coffee the night before because nothing's open yet by the time we wake up. That's been a little struggle.
You know, just something I want to add to the food that's here at the street vendors and so forth. If it wasn't for you helping us, I can speak for myself and maybe
you guys would be like,
where we would be a bit apprehensive as to what to order because we would not know what to order or where to purchase what it is that we would want to eat. So trying the Vietnam culture, if we were doing this on our own, probably would be less than what we've experienced.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I came here as a tourist before I moved here, and like ordering food is just like, 'cause I traveled here by myself, it's just like that. I just point to that, and then it's sometimes you point to something, or you don't know, you don't have anything to look at, you just kind of like pick something on the menu, and it can go
really good or really bad.
Yeah, you can order something, it's like, what is this? No scams.
Nope.
Yeah, take my dad spearfishing. Maybe next time, but I don't know if I would maybe spearfish and he would just fish with a regular fishing pole. Yeah, they met Soupsick. So a lot of the questions are getting similar, you guys. So maybe I'll finish the live stream in a little bit. So if you have, some of you been watching for a long time or have something different, so maybe like another 10, 15 minutes. It's a very handsome dad and beautiful mom.
Thank you.
Yeah, we went to Hoi An, yeah. So in Hoi An, we will have a video. I filmed it though, so don't have high expectations for it. How many types of bugs your parents ate? You guys didn't.
We didn't eat any bugs.
Eat any bugs? No, they didn't eat any
No
bugs.
bugs. No bugs.
Maybe like accidentally, but nothing
bugs.
intentional.
No bugs.
So okay, if you guys were to pick a place to live in Vietnam, I know you wouldn't live in Vietnam, but if you had to pick a place to live out of the cities that I've taken you, there's still many more cities, but of the cities that I took you to, which city would you want to live in?
Yeah,
Can I live outside the city?
You can live outside. It doesn't matter. It's still another city.
Nha Trang?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Or even Da Nang?
Da Nang.
Da Nang?
Yeah, Nha Trang, Da Nang.
I mean, outside the city limits. I mean, in the...
See, I didn't see outside Da Nang. I just was surprised what a modern city it was.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
Yeah, I was just surprised what a modern city it was. I had old
Oh,
school
some of the,
Vietnam in my head. I get, just going here completely open-minded with no expectations, and you just kind of think how it might have been many years ago, and it's like, nope, everything's changed.
So Nha Trang and Da Nang.
Yeah, I would, not so much in the city, but outside the city, more into the forests, countryside.
Yeah, from what we've seen, like you
Yeah.
said, from what we've seen.
So Vinh Nguyen asked, did you go to any museums, maybe learn about the war? Yeah. We went to the prison in Hanoi, and then the War Museum in Ho Chi Minh City.
Yes.
My dad is a big history buff. He loves to learn about history. So for him, it was, you really enjoyed it.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
only
it was
that,
very informative, and yeah.
our
Yeah.
tour. The Gucci,
Gucci.
Gucci,
Yeah, Gucci.
Gucci, and
Yeah.
our tour guide was a museum all alone. I mean,
Yeah, he was a good guy. Niem, if you're watching this, what's
yeah,
up? He's a
thank
good
you,
guy.
Nim. That was, he did a great job of explaining a lot of things.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was quite an eye-opener because you get a different perspective at what was going on.
Yeah. So it was, there's maybe a few others, but, we went to one in Da Nang, too.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, yes, we did. When we first got there.
Yeah, it was smaller compared to the Ho Chi Minh one or the Hanoi one, but
it had a different set of things there to see.
Yeah. Hold on. So Nyak Yui, how long have your parents been in Vietnam? Their total trip, almost a month, a little bit less than a month. So Daniel Lee, any bad impressions?
None.
No. So hold on. So VB asked, can your parents cross the street by themselves now?
Oh yeah, not a problem. Well, yes.
Yeah. It's not a problem. It's a little problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why I backed that up a little bit.
Yeah. So Rokex. No. They want to come back to Vietnam? Yeah, of course.
Oh, sure.
Retire? No, they can't. They can't retire in Vietnam with visa policies. Yes, Bobby D. My English is terrible now. Florida. Yes, history buffs would love Gucci. Yeah, my dad, he really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I climbed the Gucci tunnels, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he went in.
I went in, climbed through them, the tunnels, and it's a bit claustrophobic. And I'm not a big guy, and that was still tight quarters. I've got some video of that.
Yeah, I maybe should have some of the footage on the last video that I'll post with them. So a lot of the questions, you guys, are kind of things we've already answered. I'm trying to think. It's the weirdest food. Yeah,
Yes.
we talked about that quite a bit. So for you guys, I guess I'll hang out for another little bit if there's anything new, kind of question-wise, or parents, did you have anything you want to say? So we'll probably conclude in a little bit.
Sure. Another thing that we really enjoyed was meeting other travelers that are here from other countries and how much they enjoy Vietnam and learning from them also. No, I think we met quite a few people from Australia, Germany, Spain,
Finland.
Finland.
Or was it Norway? Whatever.
No, yeah, Norway. Yeah, a lot of people that love Vietnam.
We didn't meet anybody from the States.
No, you're right. I don't think we did. No. New Zealand.
Actually, I don't remember if you guys.
The Germany. But that was neat, and how much to hear their stories, what they've been doing also and how much they enjoy it.
Yeah, you know what, regarding that is listening and talking to other foreigners from other countries and getting their perspective on Vietnam and what they have learned through the years, and now walking the streets and learning about Vietnamese history. Yeah, their perception has changed. It's like you come to this country with possibly some sort of idea as to what this country's all about, but once you've come here, that changes. I mean, in the positive light.
Yeah.
When I got here, I didn't have any expectations because I didn't know what to expect. I came here because of you and to experience what you have tried to show us on your videos. And I can see why some of the people that follow you are actually reliving their time that they have spent here in their country, and now they're in another country, and it's like, it's an experience.
These people they're patriots. They love their country.
Yeah, Vietnamese, yeah, very much.
And it's so appealing to see that they, yeah.
Yeah, because America, I think a lot of you guys see American news. It's a whole other situation in America. You guys, I'll be finishing up soon. I keep seeing questions, but we've kind of already discussed a lot. You guys take many showers. I sometimes I don't shower. I can be lazy. Like if I'm really hot all day and I'm tired, I'm just like, yeah, I'll shower tomorrow. I know. Resort. I think we kind of stayed. No, not like a resort, like on the beach. No, we didn't stay any resorts on the beach. Yeah, you guys. So, I don't know. Parents, any last words? Because a lot of the stuff is kind of things we've already answered. I feel bad too leaving you guys because I want to keep answering the question, but it's.
But I want to commend your film crew.
Oh, so much.
I mean, seriously, you know, we've met some fantastic people, and your film crew has just done an outstanding job, and we've already taken a couple of these guys under our arms as like they're part of our family.
Yeah, I know. My parents, you guys have seen maybe Yui a couple times in the video, but he traveled with us a little bit.
Yes.
We took good care of him.
I know.
And we left. It was obviously that, you know, he wasn't there with us. We missed him.
Yes. You guys. Okay. Yeah, you guys, a lot of this stuff we've kind of already answered. So I'm sorry. I feel bad ending it. This, you know, it's the second time I've ever live streamed, so it's still.
And we can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Soupsick again.
So parents, anything? Last words? Just tambit.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yeah, tambit Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a lot more videos, you guys.
Yes.
So, all right.
Hope you enjoy them.
Last one. Thank you, Coco, Sunny. Thanks, Dustin, and your folks for a lovely time. Thank you for the donation from Seattle, so West Coast.
Yeah.
Hold on, one more. Yeah, some people talk about the history that they've had in Vietnam before. But all right, you guys, thank you so much. We have a lot more videos tomorrow night in Vietnam, maybe morning time in California time. We have a new video. So my parents will be in Nha Trang trying some dishes there.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Bye, you guys. Yeah.
Tom Biet.